All right, everyone. It has been so very long since we've had a chance to just hang out and chat and play games together. I am very glad to be back. Not permanently, of course. I'm just doing this for fun. This is a fun pack. I have a little bit of a break between now and the next couple of weeks. Just kind of working less jobs. I'll put it that way. Hey, Gaming Triad Craft. Doing good. How about you? Anyways, let's hop on the server. My color tones are like really red and really off. That is quite strange. Normally it's not this red. Let me see if I can fix that. There we go. That's a lot better. Maybe closer to 2200? 2700 is fine. Cool. There we go. Easy fix. White balance was totally whack on my camera. Hey, Gaming Triad Craft. No, I'm not giving out mods. Sorry. It is nighttime. This is bad news for us. What do we have here? Oh, these are new models. That was rude. Oh, great. I'd like to get out of this lost city if I can. This doesn't actually seem like that bad of a place to do that. Not bad. Yeah, I don't stream that much anymore. Last time I was on the schedule was like beginning of May or end of May, I think. I was streaming 3 times a week on a pretty fixed schedule. And I've stopped that for the time being just because it was taking a lot of time out of my day and wasn't getting a lot of joy out of it anymore. It's been it had kind of been not going super well. I think I'm okay. I don't want to sign myself up for more stuff than I can actually do right now. I am legitimately very busy, and my own videos that I've been making and editing on my own, I have had to put on a bit of a break just because I just don't have the time to spend on them like I really wish I did. Should make myself some tools. I could redeem the hammer reward, but I don't want to carry around 4 hammers until I've got a base set up somewhere. So for now, we just won't. Shouldn't have broken that earlier. All right, let's do this. Oh, my now playing widget is broken. That's annoying. Need to fix that. So this is a new Monifactory survival server. Currently it is just me, but I've notified my friends of what version of the pack we're on and that the server is up. So I'm just waiting on them to come join if they wish to. And so as for survival tips, practice. Like, I don't know. I've been playing this game for 13 years now. So basic survival stuff is kind of... That looks like a much better place to be. I see food. That will be good. Yeah, basic survival level stuff is like pretty standard and ingrained. Is that guy holding a sword? Already, huh? It's a private server. Apologies. I don't tend to make public servers. The last one I made was actually a nightmare. It was... The people on it were good, but it just... I thought no one was going to join, and then I left it up for a little while. And then suddenly an entire community had grown out of it and were asking for my help on things. And I just did... I'm a man of little time. When I have time, that's great. But it is not constant. Most nights I am cooking, working late and cooking after that. And then I might have a few minutes to take a break before it's bedtime. Or usually more often than not, I'll be just picking up more work after that. So, yeah, no, I'm not particularly reliable right now because I've got a little bit too much on my plate. But we're trying to make ends meet and trying to make it so that I can kind of rebuild our savings. I mean, it's not that hard. I host this one in my own house. It's just, it's the community side of things. Like when people need help or when like, especially with the public server that was modded, a lot of people came, joined, they protected a bunch of regions and then they never joined again. And so now there were all these regions that were protected that were unusable for the players who actually were trying to play. So stuff like that was just kind of crappy, but geez, this is one dark forest. I like this area though. So spoilers a little bit. Oh, I have solid internet here where I live, and I have an entire separate machine that is just for hosting servers of various types. So, paid, but one time, if that makes any sense. I've been doing this for years now, though. Self-hosting. It also helps that I'm a developer and work a lot in DevOps, so I pretty well understand how a lot of these facets of technology work. I don't want to steal all of the hay just in case anyone else hops on, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to find somewhere kind of decent to settle in, and then we're going to just make a pretty quick yard base. And then start going through the quest lines, talking about content. Spoilers, by the way, I have already, or I guess I should tell you guys that I have already been spoiled. I've been playing through this pack in a single-player world for a couple of days now. I really enjoy this pack. Not very grindy, very fun and technologically progressive, and I've been really enjoying it. I'm going to breed these cows so that I can kill them and not feel bad. So I definitely very, very greatly, very muchly enjoy this pack. And I know my friends will too. I've had a couple who have said they'll hop on. So fingers crossed that they have time to do that sometime. But needless to say, I am the most understanding of not having enough time. As for... Only 10. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, as for how you do that, I basically built... I mean, at that age, you don't. At that age, I guess you just use grapple hosting. I don't know. When I was your age, I was doing significantly less technologically inclined stuff. When I was your age, I was convinced I was going to eventually get good at skateboarding. Spoiler alert, I never got good. I want the rest of that tree. That is a large tree that got swooped by a meteor. And that looks like a healthy amount of wood to get started. Got a rubberwood log. Any saplings? I mean, I did too at that age. I just didn't have the resources. So basically, the way I started with in-home server hosting was we had a router that I could port forward with, and I went on Craigslist. I guess Facebook Marketplace is probably the best way to do it nowadays. And I bought a like $30 server rack. It was really, really, really loud. So don't do that. But just buy like a used computer and set it up in the corner of your house, hooked up to like hardwired networking if you can. If you can't, wireless does work just fine. Just make sure the computer has wireless or Wi-Fi. And then yeah, I run everything on Linux, and then after so many years of practice with Linux, I have specific folders that I run my servers in, and then I use Docker containers. Okay, yeah, so that should work. It won't be the fastest server, but neither are the free tier or low tier like hosting companies they're pretty comparable. So you can just use something you already have, and it's much cheaper. Basically just the cost of electricity, which is like depending on the computer, it's like as low as $5 or $6 a month. All right, we have a ruined portal that way. Ooh, I want that bamboo for scaffolding. Not even want, I need it for scaffolding, because I am going to build a big, extraordinary, beautiful house. That's for sure. I'm actually going to take a real... No, I haven't seen any sheep yet, so I don't want to sleep on that. Also, thanks for the compliment on the streams. I try to keep them nice and just chill. Do whatever. Yeah, what's your question? What you got? You know, you would think I'd be a redstone nerd, and I used to be, kind of, but no, here's the thing. So I'm a coder for a living already. And so a lot of the redstone, like bug fixing and trying to figure out what's wrong with my system. And okay, I have, I have this and this piece of redstone and this piece of redstone, and I need to like hook them together. And by pieces of redstone, I really more mean like I have a T flip-flop and a pulse extender or whatever. Like, I have these built-out multi-block redstone components. I need to hook them together. I already do that for a living. Trying to figure out, where can I toss in a note block to make a sound whenever this is hit? I already do that for a living. And so when I come to play Minecraft, I've always respected but have never known how to do electrical engineering. And so that's part of why I really like tech mods. And then magic mods are always fun. By the way, you'll see these throughout the entire world, these little long sections of... They're almost... I think they are actually chunk aligned to some degree, these guys. And essentially what they are is they're really long railways that connect between cities and between other tracks. So we spawned in a naturally generating city, and I don't like those at all. I don't like living near them. So I leave and I go build something on my own. But to each their own. Those cities are basically abandoned, and so they have a lot of mobs and spawners in them. Yeah, no, same. I understand redstone. I just don't have the energy to bother with making my own thing from the ground up. All right, that is really good loot. That is really good loot. This sword is as good as a diamond sword, and... That text broke between updates, I think. No, it's still there. This will give us the chance to get mob heads when we kill an entity with it, or a monster with it. All right, there's a lot of water, so I'm going to make a boat. And then, once we find somewhere kind of cool, we will make a little yard base and start getting through the quests, because the quest will give you a lot of good rewards, and those take up inventory space, and as you can tell, I'm almost out already. Oh, cool. Never got into it myself, but I know it is the new trend. I also totally get that it's apparently like almost, from what I see, it's almost like a game engine that other people can extend and like make their own games or mini games on. It seems pretty cool. So this entire structure has a chest inside. No button for the door, though. But that chest tends to have some pretty good stuff. Let's see. I don't need seeds right this moment. Chromium dust, gunpowder. I'll take the iron. Redstone dust, lead, probably good. Everything else there's kind of mid. But the most overlooked is the fact that this is just copper that I can scrape the oxidation off of and then revert back into copper ingots. Oh, my mouse tweaks got reverted. I hate updating mod packs because they will tend to change scroll direction up to push. I'm old school. They tend to change or include default settings. Yeah, no, I get that. That's it's honestly what kind of creeps me out the most about it as well, is that it seems like there's some unsavory people there. But I mean, I think, you know, my generation, because I am old. My generation was like, I remember when I first got my own computer. When I first got my own computer, I wasn't even allowed to hook it up to the internet. And then when I was allowed to hook it up to the internet, my parents had to come in and type the password anytime I went somewhere that wasn't like one of the 5 school-related websites that they whitelisted, which in hindsight, I'm glad that they did that. That it's a safe way of doing that. But, you know, it definitely, this makes torches, right? It does. Nice. It definitely, like, kept me away from the less savory people of the world. Really quickly, I am going to AFK here while I fix my stream, because right now my stream is messed up. Ever so slightly. Just the now playing element here. That's working. Okay, so it seems like something is going wrong somewhere. That's real weird. I don't like that. Oh, that's why it's not working. Since I last streamed, I've completely changed servers. That makes sense. Here we go. And now, double click on this. And we refresh cache. There we go. There is one other thing that broke. Hang on just a second. Sort of fixed stream. I'm currently looking at something else, and then hopefully that should help. Is this? Flex token. Browse to a library item and view the XML for it. Browse to a library item. So let's go to this song. And I think, what is it? Get info? View XML. All right, and then flex token. Yeah, that flex token has changed. Let me try this. Hey, there we go. This, I can't really tell you how to do this. This took me years to figure out. This was not a quick thing, unfortunately, or else I would just give you an answer. It took a really long time to get sorted out. I have a lot of files that I had to pay for, a lot of like assets and things that I paid for. So much stuff going on. Probably wouldn't do it again in hindsight, but you know, what can I do? Just gonna do that for now. Well, I'm not sure quite yet. I do have a pretty good weapon. Is this a... Oh, garnet sand. I do have a good weapon, but I'm still lacking on a lot of other resources. See you, you jerk. You know, while we wait, I might go enable shaders. Could be fun. Let me grab the standard shader of my choice. Complementary shaders reimagined. Are those for Minecraft or are those for Stream? I actually don't know either of those plugins. Oh no, this is a base that I just found. I didn't build this. This was just part of the world generation. Those redstone torches look so cool. I saw that. See those guys over there. Excuse me. Unexpected hiccup. You know, oh, we have a zombie head. Nice. You know, the ocean should be pretty quiet, but I want to see about getting a backpack. Yeah, we can skip this song. I need tin for the backpack. I forgot about that. Also, I'm going to quickly go turn on the... Quality plus... No, metrics? Metrics. Display FPS. Simple. I want to see how my FPS handles the shader. I've also got it on the standard settings, which are a little higher than I would usually run it. Hang on, is this tin? This is oil sands. Oh, I thought it was tealite. I got too excited for just a minute. Shoot. Come on. Yeah, I guess let's head off in the water. Just sitting here chilling with a zombie head on. Oh, it's another one of those buildings. I would, but I think when I'm done with stream, I'm probably going to go spend some time with my wife. A backpack. The timing couldn't be any better. That's a quest component, right? Oh, right. The quest book lags right now. I don't know why that is. I don't have that. That's okay. It'll figure it out later. God, I love the sun coming through the iron bars. Anyways, backpack can go in my curio slot here, and now I can hit the B key and just dump a whole bunch of stuff in there if I want to. Probably just going to put relatively valuable things for now. I also don't need my quest book because there's a shortcut key for it. I mean, I don't stream daily, but back when I did, usually not that many. Maybe 10 or 11 at most. Again, I do this more for fun than anything. That searing sun is great. Love that. I wish you would stop disabling my minimap every time I start up the game. There's a jungle temple over there. That's old school. Sheep. Sheep. I need sheep. I need wool so that I can sleep the nights away. I mean, you can, but I'm just playing... it's a mod pack called Monifactory, just like I have in the title. So, that's the mod list. I'll take as much bamboo as I can get. Hello. Snip. It is about technology and kind of like relatively high technology. So it's like machines that require certain types of power. Wow, this is really cool looking. Look at this with the mangrove wood. Oh, this is going to take a minute. Did I just figure out how to cheese this process? Normally it damages your axe, but if you just put it in your backpack, it looks like it can't really damage it anymore. That's funny. This is so much mangrove. Whoops. I did not mean to make... Hello, that one streamer. Welcome to the stream. I am exploiting GregTech to its best. Good grief, this is hilarious. I think I have single-handedly borked this beyond my expectations. It's still working at it, too. I know it's really hard to see. Gosh, there's so much wood. Normally, this would be destroying the axe that I got when I spawned in the world, but again, I'm just not using... Like, it's in my backpack, it can't be accessed, so... What's it gonna do? Damage something that doesn't exist? It might be trying to, but it isn't succeeding. Unfortunately, because it is not a proper mangrove tree, we don't get the propagules, so we won't be able to regrow this, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to need mangrove ever again. Oh yeah, no, you should be like, what, 5 hours ahead of time? So for you, it is probably 1:25 in the morning? That's pretty late. It may only be 4. I don't remember if it's 4 hours or 5 hours. I know for Spain and Germany it's 5. Parts of it, at least. Oh, 6. Okay. So it's 2:25. Jeez. I mean, it's a holiday weekend, so I think I might be doing the same thing. Nah, for me it's only 8:26 p.m. Ooh, we found a little volcano. And another lost city that I'm going to avoid. Need to set up a place somewhere. There's a... Oh my goodness, that is a lot of bamboo. Right then. You can compress bamboo now, right? Bamboo. Actually, no, the better way to look this up is... Yeah, block... Well, no, hang on. Block of bamboo doesn't have a recipe, so maybe not. Also, why did Thermal continue to add block of bamboo now that we have bamboo planks? But this block of bamboo just becomes planks. That's what I thought. Okay. So we can't really compress it, because I want to use it for scaffolding for when I build my house. Really need cherry wood. I never seem to use it. It's pretty, don't get me wrong. I love the biome. Here's another one of those mangrove trees that we just finished exploiting. I don't need sadie root right now. I'm not going to be making a cake anytime soon. I've got plenty of wool of the white variety. Can these turn into pink dye? They can. I'm going to make pink beds. A little sad that none of my friends have decided to hop on yet, but they have their own lives. They know I'm not going to rush them to do anything. I'm just not digging any of these biomes. Likewise, I'm kind of getting tired of the shader, so I'm going to turn this off. Plus, it's making my office hot. I want to check something really quickly. Output, streaming, recording, rescale output 1080p. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I like shaders, but the vanilla look is just much more... I don't know. I'm kind of a vanilla purist as far as the look and feel of the game. There's a certain feel that Minecraft has. Mind you, I am using a resource pack, but I don't know. There's a look and vibe that Minecraft has that I really like as is, personally. Donut SMP, huh? What is this? Let me see if I can test or check. Yes, gosh, words. What is... I think the blue's probably going to be sapphire. Is this garnierite? Chalcopyrite. Okay, so that's copper. And that was sapphire. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's the chalcopyrite. So the way that ores work in this world, in this mod pack, I should say, they aren't spread out everywhere like they are in vanilla Minecraft. They are clustered together in like big... In geology, they're called plutons, but they're just clumps, basically. So if I open up this prospector, you can see all of these clumps. This is a big clump of... upon various layers up here, this one that I've got highlighted, there's 3,349 apatite ore in that vein. I think probably way deeper down, you're going to find 2,280 graphite, 1,091 coal, and 1,074 diamonds. My dog's hair's got in my mouth. Curse her. Speaking of dog, she is being very cute right now. Hang on. pan on over to her. This is just what she does. Anyways, no, so we have so many different ore variants. Lapis is one of them, but it's actually not even found in this area. There's some way up there and some way down here. And so you can search for resources. Looks like right here we have sapphire and almandine, cassiterite, which is a variant of tin, chalcopyrite, which is a variant of copper. So it's pretty fun stuff. I see a waystone. I'm going to grab that because they are not affordable. Waystones are relatively common to find, but boy, are they not cheap. So this is the vanilla recipe for a waystone, but then it gets less vanilla the deeper down you go. Exactly. So this is Minecraft, but with a pretty big mod pack on top. So I can it looks like the only way to make a warp stone. This recipe just changed. A lot of little changes just went in. It requires a chorus flower from the end in an autoclave, which is a type of machine, with 288 millibuckets of vibrant alloy, which is made only by, I think, alloy blast smelting, right? So energetic alloy dust and ender pearl dust. Ender pearl dust requires an ender pearl in, or even a block of ender pearl, actually, my bad, in the macerator. I'm gonna take a breath, but you kind of see what I mean, that there's layers to this cake. All right, it is pink bedtime. I should make a crafting table on a stick, actually. What was that sound? I have no idea. Weird. Oh no! Well, I'm glad you didn't die, but that's scary. Truth be told, I've never played, I've loaded up a hardcore world, but I never stayed in it or treated it seriously because I know that I'm accident prone. Like, I tend, on my modded servers especially, I can tend to go quite a long ways without dying. Like, several days, probably actually all the way almost to the end. But inevitably, there's something that catches me off guard that makes me die. And I don't... This is, okay, so this is weird, because this game is about two things, mining and crafting, and I don't like having to build/craft myself a house. I'm not very good at building, and it makes me anxious, and it makes me overthink literally every block I put down. Is this copper? It is copper. These are kind of just meant to be indicators of where something is if you don't have the prospecting tool, but they literally give this to you through the quests. Hey, random stuff, how's it going? Really picking up new people on the YouTube today. Glad to see y'all. Meant to check out that other Lost Cities hut. I forgot. Don't need those. The boat cannot go in my backpack because I'm out of room. Suspicious pink drink. Love that. Silver's not the hardest to get a hold of early game, but it's convenient. I really want to avoid that, so I guess we're going east, folks. What is this? Salt. My inventory is really in quite a state, isn't it? Purple drink is a little bit suspicious. Oh, some coal. Well, I'm not going to get the coal because coal doesn't drop coal like it does in vanilla Minecraft. It drops raw coal, which you need to smelt into 2 coal. And I don't feel like it. So. Wish I could combine more stacks. The pink ore. Not this. I'm assuming you don't mean that. Let's not lick the coal. I do like the coral shores, though. All right. I don't think I went in here, right? Yeah, I did not. So we have a... Do you guys know how, like, when you find a dungeon or whatever, if someone opens the chest and steals all the loot, Yep. Every entity has a health bar. Also, with my texture pack, they have little ears. But, you guys know how when you open up a chest somewhere in a dungeon, you take the loot, and then that leaves no loot for anyone else, right? Like, the loot's just gone. This gold chest is from a mod called Looter that replaces all loot chests with this type of chest. And so when I open this chest and take everything out of it, all of the stuff that I take is just for me. So if someone else comes up and opens or finds this chest, it'll be gold for them, and when they open it, they'll get their own different loot. So we can basically share loot chests and stuff, which is nice. Hello, how's it going? All right, it's boating time. With our backpack on. I heard that pufferfish. You stop it. Minecraft mod developers have become very, very clever and smart with things that I didn't even realize needed fixing. Why the heck does... Oh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually kind of cool. That the zoom mod lets you zoom out in a boat. Feels like we're playing a completely different game now. All right, what do we have up here? We have some horses. That's a good source of leather. Pretend I didn't say that. I've been playing Minecraft for 13 years. I got Minecraft in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3. Spent my entire summer. Look at all these seeds. I don't actually want pumpkin seeds. Pumpkins are not relevant to my interests at all. Ooh. What are you? Let's go find out. Bonk. Lepidolite. Lepidolite and rock salt. And actually, that's a different shade of pink. That's lepidolite. What are you? Oh, spodumene. Okay. But yeah, remember, I had to use my mom's debit card to buy Minecraft because I had the money. I just didn't have a debit card at the time. I got one later that summer, though. And yeah, it's just been like that going forward. Just continuing to play pretty much all the time. This is the game that I almost always feel like playing. I don't very often play vanilla, and so I get burnt out trying to find a mod pack that does, like, as someone, I make mods and I make mod packs. A mod pack just being a collection of mods with configurations and stuff. And so I've gotten a little bit burnt out on finding the right ones. Ones that don't bother me or have things in a way that I do like. For example, this pack, I like the way it's been made. I think it's really quality. And because of that, I tend to have a hard time settling into a pack, but I really like this one. Yeah, no, I'm not an iPad kid at all. I think that's safe to say, considering I'm 28. Actually, I'll be 29 in 2 weeks. Where's the last year gone? Y'all, I think this is a cool place to set up base. I can keep exploring, but I really like it here, actually. I like these trees. I like the grass color. I like those trees a lot, and so I won't have to cut them down. I can just live in this kind of flat area here. Thank you. And so now, the point of waystones is if someone else, or if I find more of these, or if someone else has one, I can right click on it and then I can teleport between these waystones. They're like, what's the word I'm looking for? I have no idea what I'm even thinking, what word I'm looking for. Like the ones in Zelda, like warp points, I guess. I don't know, it's whatever. I do like birchwood. I think, so the log itself, yes, I think the log is not the prettiest, but hear me out. You know what? Let's get the special cuts down literally the whole tree and nothing but the tree, so help me God. Axe. This guy's great. Birch trees are particularly useful for one thing. Or rather, they're pretty for one thing. Stripped, they look great stripped. Planks, they look pretty good as planks. But more importantly, they are a great contrast block. What do I want to get rid of? Kind of nothing, honestly. Pumpkin seeds. I've said that before. I'll say it again. I don't need pumpkin seeds. I do need some rubber wood, because this stuff looks really good. I don't need the rubber yet. Soon. Actually, I am going to take these and replant them, because rubber is quintessential to this pack. So rubber wood is kind of dark, and it looks really good up against this. Tell me this, like if I had cherry wood, I could just make Neapolitan ice cream. A lot of people say that. This mod pack certainly isn't easy, though. Sure, the axe looks nice, but it's just because they're trying to keep the rest of the pack from being painful. So you can start to do little patterns like this. I don't know. I think birch looks pretty good. I really like the stripped form. We need to make a bed, though. Again, gotta be pink. There's actually no reason pink isn't my favorite color. I don't particularly like pink. I just thought it was funny. Look at that, man. All right, let's use the oak wood here. Oh, does that not work? It doesn't. Okay. Well, and that rubber tree just grew in the background. Don't wait for me at all. Jeez, guy. All right, let's make some chests. And I don't remember. That's a storage drawer. We don't want that quite yet. Actually, and I just realized I want to space these out a little bit. So there is a mod in this pack that lets you make a better crafting table. So we can make, so literally just put the crafting table in and you get a crafting station. And the crafting station will pull from adjacent inventories. And so if I put all of my bamboo in here, I can now grab it while I'm crafting. And if I use the EMI mod and say, hey, I want a bunch of these, it can actually pull them from that chest. That said, I think I'm going to put all of my organic thingies over here. Anything that can be composted for the most part. In real life, not in the game. In-game composting is pretty strict. But yeah, no, the... Aw, that's sweet. The axe that you guys seem to like so much is... Let me explain to you why they give you this item, because it's actually kind of, it's not an easy item, but it's a gift because they want to keep the pack from being very grindy, I guess? Grindy. So it is a hammer that you have to make from some metal. Then a chisel that you'll have to make from some metal, which requires iron plates, which require the hammer. And while that all may seem really easy, we know how to get diamonds, right? You just find raw diamond from that little prospector tool and whatnot. It's the plates. The diamond plates is where they get you, man. So you can't just smash a diamond and get a plate. You have to build it up into a thick block and then cut it down into slices, which is what the cutter's for. And now, welcome to GregTech, you have to make a circuit. Circuits require vacuum tubes. They also require resistors. It's not... They give it to you because they don't want you to look at this stuff and say, nah, and leave. But you can make much cheaper axes that do the same thing, but diamond is not the, diamond is not the most craftable tool material for a long time. All right. That is all cleaned up. There's a rubber tree right there. I don't know how I missed that. So we're going to do this chest here for building materials. Also forgot a few compostables while I was running about. All right, we've got more building materials. Receive. Plenty of copper to get us started for now. We just got a quest reward for getting that amount of copper. And so all of our metals are going to stay in there. We can finally put things away. That can just come out, and I guess it can just live in this corner. I don't really care. I'm a real big fan of spruce, dark oak, and oak. Yeah, no, there's lots of mods in this pack. Specifically, there are... What is the command? Is there a command? I don't know that there's a command for that. Hang on. It might actually be in the F3 screen now. Memory, blah, 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 blah. I don't remember where the mod list lives anymore, but I can tell you from just looking, there's 201 mods installed. Oh, goodness. Back is hurting. I went down somewhere. Why does it say I'm only streaming in one of 2 locations? Yeah, it says I'm still live on Twitch. And it says I'm still live on YouTube. I guess OBS is just lying to me. So my favorite vanilla ore is normal, not deep slate, diamond. I like that blue against the light gray. And it also just makes me feel really nostalgic for the old days. Okay, so we have some quests to... Actually, hang on. Should we build a little fort around our base, or should we just leave it like this? Okay. So if we're going to do a little fort, I'm going to redeem... So there's quests, right? And so the quests here say, hey, you just click a check mark, and you'll get these free things as a reward. All I did was click a check mark, and I got that fancy axe. I got the prospector. I can get a cake if we want to live in the void. I don't want to live in the void. I don't enjoy living in the void. And then we get four diamond mining hammers. That's why I waited, because they, of course, they don't stack. And the mining hammers will dig a 3x3 of stone-like materials. I'm going to do a fort. I'm just going to go get stone for that fort. We've got andesite. What is this? This is magnetite, isn't it? It is. Hey, look at the guy who knows his rocks sometimes. My wife is the geology major. She would know. Maybe. Textures are also very subjective. I want to find, like, really good exposed smooth stone. I don't want andesite. I want smooth stone. Now, before I build any machines, we're definitely going to build a base, because the machinery will explode if it gets wet. So we don't want that to happen. Gosh, this magnetite deposit is huge. Yeah, no, look at that. Just spreads all the way around. Crazy. Let's make a waypoint, by the way. I don't want to lose our base. I always misspell home just to mess with people. I actually, well, I do quite like mud brick. And this is an early game base, so it kind of makes sense that we use mud brick. It'd be a little weird if we built like a base out of diamonds or whatever. Which we can't do anyway. We can't afford that. In fact, I don't... Can you even craft a diamond block, or do you have to use a machine to do that? Oh, no, you can craft one. Okay. Hello, Velocity. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Not to be that guy, but I don't stream very, very frequently. I've been wanting to kind of get back into it a little bit here and there again. So if you guys want to keep posted on when that happens, be sure to give me a... The dog's getting yelled at for barking. Be sure to drop a subscribe just to make sure you get those notifications. I don't care about the bell, and I'm not going to sit here and make you subscribe. I don't care. At the end of the day, it doesn't really bug me. If you guys are enjoying hanging out and just kind of vibing while I build and probably blow up my base with machinery on accident once or twice, that's a good way to just kind of know that it's happening. So that's the only reason why I throw that out there. Yes, this is my first day in this Minecraft world specifically. That one streamer, I am almost 29 years old, and I still do that. I don't even have stairs in this house, but my timer's done. Does that mean the pizza's ready? But no, I get that. So, now's a good time to explain one of the cool things about this mod pack. This mod pack has mods that can make the pack really difficult to play and kind of suck. Not suck as a pack, just suck to play. But I'm now noticing that my white balance is off once again. Let me fix that real quick. Let's do that and... that. There we go. But you can get these quarters. So the mod pack is called Monifactory, M-O-N-I Factory. And you get these Moni quarters and Moni nickels and Moni pennies. And what you can do with them is you can spend them to buy things. Dollars don't do anything. They're just a compacting method, basically. Quarters can buy you spawn eggs. You can turn quarters into 5 nickels. Also, quarters will buy you ores. You can turn quarters into 5 nickels, and those nickels can buy you lesser spawn eggs. They can buy you some lesser ores and some just little materials here and there that you don't maybe want to find or haven't been able to find. Keeps you from being stuck in the grind, because it can really suck sometimes. Then Moni nickels can be converted to Moni pennies, and Moni pennies can be bought, or can be used to buy, like, basically anything of the naturally spawning variety. And then, like, some of the less important ores. Cinnabar, coal, lazurite, what is that, pyrope? The various salts. Graphite's not super useful in bulk. So it's a good way of just kind of avoiding the grind. What do I think about 2024 kids? That's too many kids to have. 2024 kids is way too many for one person. All right, we're going to turn these into mud bricks because they look good. Also, a cool side effect is it actually shows you what you're crafting. Is there any more mud around? I just want to play in the mud. You can see where I tore it up. Ah, there's a tiny bit more. As in the generation. Truth be told, I think y'all are pretty cool. So I have my mom's partner has a kid, so she's basically my sister. She is 7. She'll turn 8 in November, and she is super cool. She borrows our Switch games all the time, and we talk about game stuff pretty regularly. She's a cool kid. I know y'all aren't that young. That's baby, but, like, I don't know. The generation's generally pretty neat. Y'all are, I don't know. I have cross-generation, like, cross-generational gaps are not like super noticeable. It's just more about who you hang out with. Like, I just find myself comfortable with gamers more often than not. I find myself comfortable with like the LGBTQ community way more than I find myself comfortable with like the conservative gun-toting folks. You can be both, by the way. I have a friend who's liberal and owns and knows how to shoot firearms and is very much a huge proponent of the LGBTQ community. You don't have to just be one or the other. Hello, weird pink ore with legs moving. So, you know. Okay, that's an interesting take. All right, let's start building up. Sort of thinking like... Gotcha. Kind of want to make a little mini house. Just like a really small house where there is a... The lower story is our workplace. So we would do... Preach. We would do, I guess, probably oak. And have just a flooring layer of oak above, probably thinking closer to like one more layer up just to give enough room. By the way, I'm skipping the corners on purpose. I'm going to put little wooden support beams there. And I don't know what of yet. I do like mangrove wood just fine. I think that's probably a pretty good look. Hello, Pavitra. How's it going? Thinking something kind of villagery, you know? Like, not... I don't want to build as bad as a villager does, because, God, they are very bad at building sometimes. But just something kind of like... Whoops. I want some randomness in there, so we're going to try to do that to the best of my abilities. Oh, I said randomness and then proceeded to just do an entire line of straight packed mud brick. Or packed mud, I should say. So, let's see, that's that. Actually, I don't know that I want this entire corner. Bounce. Because what I'm thinking is we can do... I'm going to move this. We could do a little staircase along the side. So if we do we want to have them in rubber wood by chance? I do like rubber wood a lot. So a little staircase up the side. Probably starting here-ish. For now, I'm going to use oak slabs as a support, but I'll probably change that. They've gotten better. They used to be really bad, the villager houses. Oops. You know, I might actually drop this down. I don't want this to be a giant lower floor. I'd rather not, but yeah, I mean, it happens. I don't like wasting materials, but, I mean, you know, mistakes happen. I want to do something kind of cool here. I'm going to make some slabs. I don't know. I really enjoy playing with shapes a lot of times. And so I'm going to see about having this like this. So up here, it looks completely normal. You don't really see any major issues with any of it. I'm also going to put these here, by the way. But then from the inside, you can kind of see this cool little lip. I don't know. It's whatever. All right, so we're going to do... upper story of house is going to basically be all of this. I think... I don't even... my first... So, a fun story. I love... story time while building is like an easy way for me to do building without having to constantly stress about talking. Because I'm very bad about forgetting to talk while focusing on something. So, the first build I ever made in Minecraft when I bought it was all dirt, sand, and gravel. Because at the time, I didn't really watch a lot of YouTube. I watched it some, but I just kind of like... I wanted to play it, and I was hoping my friend would hop on and like help a little bit and like hop on Skype and chat with me some. And he just didn't have any time that day, so I sat around playing completely on my own, had generally no idea what I was doing. And that went on for 2 weeks, where I had no idea what I was doing and just continued to play and play and play. And I did not know that you could punch a tree. I was thinking a little too literally. This was also... for reference, this was my first ever survival crafting game. Mind you, it was also like one of the first big ones, so it was a lot of people's first survival crafting game, to be fair. But I had never played one. So I just spent my entire days, for multiple days, breaking blocks completely barehanded. And I found out that you can't break stone, obviously, without a tool. And over time I learned, like, you can break these. Oh, I can break gravel. That's so cool. I'm going to use that going forward. Stuff like that. And it took a long time to learn kind of what boundaries I could and couldn't cross. And I built a huge, and I don't have it anymore because it's been 13 years. I built a huge 3-story house that was like a big bend in it. And it was kind of like a hotel-ish with like, of course, no stairs. So you had to jump up the dirt staircase and stuff. Super goofy build, but I think upon it pretty nostalgically. All right, we're gonna do... I really kind of want to play around with mangrove as a plank because it is a really pretty color. Let's grab some of these sticks. I don't know if this is gonna work too well, but I'm curious. Whoops. Whoops. He says like 4 times in a row. It's not bad. This is a starter house. I'm not going to sit here and sweat it. Hey, Snooze. Snooze? Snooze. I think it's Snooze. If it's not, let me know. That's lucky. No, I just deleted mine after a while. Thinking, oh, I'm going to do so much better over time. And... sort of. Better is a pretty subjective term for that, though, I suppose. And you know what? I'm going to change these out from slabs to full blocks so that I can do this kind of fun shape. So this is going to be like our little workshop, and then we're going to have our bed and some stuff up here. And this is going to be an overhang with some supports on it. These are all top slabs, so I'm going to need to change these out into something else. Probably an entirely different wood type, too. But I do still have some oak. And wasn't there, like, stripped oak just sitting on the ground over here? There was. Works for me. Yeah, keep in mind, I don't consider myself a good builder. I'm just trying. Everyone ought to try, though. And I do have, yeah, sure, eat in the background. See if I care. We can do little fancy bottom stairs pieces. And as much as I liked that idea, I think this, ooh, where did that go? I think this will look even cooler with that little L shape. And then we can put a little protective barrier there with some fencing. Well, that's cool. And then across this line here, I think I want to do something similar. I'm actually starting to dig the mangrove as a fun little accent. It's almost giving like feng shui. I think I like that a lot. And just for the sake of it, let's do doorway. Ooh, that's not where that goes. And I actually don't want that wood color. Let's do rubber. Well, no, because we're using rubber wood right here. Screw it. Mangrove. Let's do it. So mangrove there. We'll do a upside down stair for the thing. Let's do doors on the inside. Upside down stair there. This is a look. You rebuild pro... Oh, Minecraft... Okay, I think I've heard of that. That's cool. Actually, we'll do that. And then we will have a little 2-block wide entrance there. And we'll have a little patio here. We can use upside down slabs there and there. I'm going to go harvest a rubber tree or two because I need the sap or the rubber... No, I think it's just called sap. What is this? Sticky resin to make torches. That's not what it's meant for, but who cares? One sapling. Beautiful. Gonna blow everyone's mind with this axe again because it seems to be everyone's favorite. And right now, ahead of time, I'm going to go and start planting plenty of rubber trees because we will need them in bulk very soon. Hey, that's plenty of saplings. Good to hear. We're going to be, yep, axe. Everyone says it. I'm going to punch out little windows. And you know, it would actually be really fun to like visually degrade this wall a little bit. Just by swapping out a couple of these brick blocks with walls. Makes it look like it's like chiseling away a little bit. Wrong place for that. And now we have a bunch of torches. Beautiful. All right, so I want to start lighting up in here a little bit. Guess we could do there and there. And then we could do a ring of torches around this part. I don't like wardens. They don't, from a game development, like they're low quality. Like they make you avoid doing otherwise very fun things. What's the point in that? If I want to go mining and spelunking underground, I don't want to have to be afraid of a thing that can one-shot me spawning. Just doesn't make any sense to me. Feels like really dumb design, personally. Can you strip these now? You cannot. I don't know how to tell you this, sunflower, but the sun ain't that way. It's up here. Stupid plant. So I want to do some trap doors. For the windows in here. I think I want to replace this fencing. I think I want to do the rubber. I think that looks better. Yeah, this is just a better color palette. I think I like that a lot more. I still need to make the front entrance wall area. Yeah, it really could use a little bit of help there. We'll do that and that. And now at this point, uh-oh. I don't like to have the side of... Like, I really hate having a fancy block, a building block, on the edge here. Like, this should just be that block, or a even more sturdy block or something. All right, let's do another... Let's do another trap door. Or two, actually. My bad. And then we could do those there. We'll do another set of walls. Those can go here and here. So now this interior is entirely, like, shielded away. I wouldn't say entirely. Mostly. Excuse me. Yeah, Minecraft's plant generation is kind of meh. Could use some work, for sure. As much mangrove as we have, I think I'm actually going to build this out of rubberwood. Rubberwood does grow really quickly, and I don't... That hurts the eye holes, you know? We're not doing too bad for a starter house, though. I'm pretty happy with this. Yo, doing good. How about you? That's, Heineke? Heineke? If I'm mispronouncing that, let me know. Always let me know. I will try my best to remember. My name being Jose gets mispronounced here in the lovely, stupid state of Tennessee all the time. Oh, yeah, that is rough, my guy. I'm sorry to hear that. I think I'd rather just make a new pickaxe out of, or a new axe out of stone. I don't want to use that auto mining axe quite yet because it will actually devour your entire house on accident if you're not prepared for it. I say on accident, it would be at your own fault, but either way, I think everyone here can kind of understand why that would not be ideal. I don't want the axe to consume my house. That would suck. All right, let's do some landscaping as well while I'm here. I don't want these, but I do want the leaves. Leaves are very fun to build with. People don't give them enough credit, I feel. Like, oh, what am I going to put over here? I didn't know until just now. And then I realized, you know what would be really fun? To just have some, like, overgrown leaves and stuff. Boom. Now it feels like this has been here for a while, right? And you know what? We are going to do... Thought I heard something. We are going to do probably standard floor in here. But... Butcher for sitting. No, I would like to do some pressure plates behind those fence gates. Because I am like that. I don't mind opening it manually, but I want it to close automatically. All right, let's finish undoing the red mess of mangrove up here. I still struggle with that myself sometimes, though. Like, making something look like it's been there for a long time is not particularly easy from at least what I can tell. Maybe it is, and I also maybe just really suck at this. I don't know. Everything's a made-up construct. Who really knows anything? I do think if we make this... we're getting into the way too much brown territory right here. So, I think probably going to replace this all with oak fencing. So... we will do that, and, ooh, right, fences. How do they work? Very well, thanks for asking. We can do, I'd love to have glass, and it's not like it's impossible to make in this pack, but I just don't want to deal with it right now. I kind of want this place to look like relatively low tech. So I'm going to use trapdoors where I can, and just kind of keep it relatively simple. We're going to make some slabs here for this little area outside, and then I think I'm going to switch these. That is, in my definition, pretty normal. I can make that happen myself. Minecraft music is very cozy. Also just makes me feel super comfortable. I don't know, I can't explain it. Might do something like that. Just kind of make it look a little ramshackly, you know? Add in some variation. And then... I keep going back and forth. I apologize, you guys. This is how I build. This is why I sometimes don't like building. It can be pretty stressful to just keep going back and forth like this. We're going to do that, and then I think it'd be kind of cool to have like a little mini window like that through there. And then what? And then what? Oh yeah, very nice seeing you as well. I appreciate all of the chat topics and just hanging out as a whole. Hope you take care. Ah, that was a stare. Heck, got me. Could be kind of cool to do... Maybe like a oak fence gate or something? Like that. I do think I like having the just the single layer of mud bricks though. I'm gonna make more of these. These are nice. So if we have... Appreciate it. Yeah, have a good night. Rest well. Ugh. A fire song. Goodness, the inventory is becoming a mess really quickly. That stair just decided to go. No asking questions, just speed. And I think... I know right now it looks very plain. We're gonna work on that. I have plans actually for that specifically. We'll be seeing you. All right, we'll do stairs there and there. And we can do... Yes, I am just playing base Monifactory. The 0.8.1 beta that's currently available on GitHub. Very fun little pack so far. Greatly enjoying this. Okay, so that is this part of the house. And again, not very interesting, very dark, very boring, very... not very demure, let's be honest. But are for sitting. But let's clean up the inventory of a whole bunch of building materials that I don't think I'm going to use. I could do a big bright red roof, because I've not used the red anywhere for the mangrove yet. I could do a big bright red flat roof, and I think that could be kind of cool. I also need to bring more mangrove with me because I've got inconsistent like railing and stuff. So let's do, I think let's do that. Let's do that, and let's also, I mentioned wanting this. This is why I wanted it. Let's get scaffolding. I hope the recipe has not been changed. Okay, I didn't think it would be. The Moni devs seem to be very chill about just leaving recipes as is for the most part. So I was hopeful, but cautiously hopeful. And so we can build a slant over top of all of this. And so what we'll do... Hello? Oh, it's the fast ladders thing. Gosh, I really don't like that mod. So I am thinking... I'm trying to scale this out somewhat. So we could do... It would need to come out another block or so. Golly, this is just so vibrant. Yeah, that ladder mod has straight up ruined scaffolding. That's so dumb. All right, and then we'll just do... I know this looks really, like, lame. We're going to fix that in a minute. Put some torches up here. Oops. Let's do this. Well, I'm glad we're almost done with the house, because this, I think, is a thunderstorm. Or it's also just happens to become... No, it's a thunderstorm. Okay. And it's also actually nightfall. Fine with me, though. I want to finish up this house real quick. Yo, could you not? Should make a lightning rod. I don't want my house to burn down. Ow, my legs. They're caught in a bear trap. So what we're going to do is move the bright pink bed upstairs. Yeah, I mean, I tend to, but it certainly depends. Sometimes I don't. So far with this one, I'm trying to keep things as expected for the most part. All right, new respawn point set. House, comfy, warm. I like to believe that this house would get a pretty decent Airbnb rating. We can put those torches there. I mean, this actually really is not that bad looking. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the red roof. No, I really do. It brings us all together. I thought this was gonna be way uglier. Again, I don't consider myself that good at building, so I'm actually really tickled. Let's get the grass out of here. This is, after all, just a workroom. Let's go ahead and put a few things away. We will put the waystone probably upstairs. There's something specifically that I want to make, and that will use up the wool that we are supposed to have somewhere. I might need to go get some more. I'm going to go get some more wool. And I may recolor my bed. I think yellow would probably pop a little more and could be pretty fun. The pink was really just a meme. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right. Paintings. Everyone forgets about paintings, but they are pretty good. Well, except for when they do that, for whatever reason. I can go downstairs and grab some junk blocks to clear that out with. We can use the mud. It's pretty easy to break. Probably should have a chest for mod stuff, actually. We'll do that. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Any new paintings added by mods? If not, I think I like the color contrast of that pretty well. the bright blues and such. And then we've got all of this space here. I really would love it. Yeah, okay, figures. Really would love it if we got a painting there. And probably another couple of paintings over here. Get the guy climbing, the wanderer. We'll get a 1x1 painting and a fun 2x2 painting. I want the one with a creeper. Perfect. Just kind of want a mosaic of color, a splash of something inside, you know? Not bad, honestly. Everything considered, that was a house located, or a place to build a house found and plopped down about an hour and a half. That ain't bad. All right, what other quest things do we have to redeem? We have 2 different kinds of cakes. I don't want these right now, so they can just live in the mod chest. I need to go mine a bunch of iron, which I feel more comfortable doing now. I almost typed hoe. This sword? No, this is a custom... So this is a mod pack, and this mod is Ender IO. This is the Ender from Ender IO. It does diamond tier damage and gives you a chance of receiving mob skulls. As pictured here. Oh, why'd you go all the way over there, weirdo? Can I plant these? These would be kind of fun to have planted along here. Let's see how that would look once it grows. That's right, you can just do this. Yeah, that's actually going to be really cool looking. Java. This is Java edition. I have not played Bedrock for more than a cumulative 9.5 minutes of my life so far. Back in the day, I used to play a lot of Pocket Edition when I was on a cruise, because I didn't have a signal, and hated it. But that's not why I don't like Bedrock. It's just so many things are inconsistent, and I have a really picky eye for those kinds of things. Anyways, enough complaining about the differences between 2 different versions of a game written in completely different languages and libraries and game engines. Let's go do some exploring. Let's go gambling. Actually, no gambling. I was gifted through quest lines some things, and we have other quest lines we can do, so we should probably do those before we go. One of the quests that is blocking us right now is we need more iron. So, there is a magnetite deposit right here about 3 chunks east and 1 chunk north of us. So let's probably go get that guy. Actually as well, we've got plenty of copper. I'm trying to think, because we're going to need room for more chests. So I'm debating, do I want to move those now? And I think I probably do. Because unfortunately, as much as I like this layout, I think we're going to need to stack up our chests. Fortunately, the way I've designed this place, we can. But we're just going to need more room, you know? I can also stack up the workbenches, and they will work as expected, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and make more chests. Excuse me. Gosh. Excuse me. All right, so we now will have enough room for the things that we're going to have. Because we're going to get so many resources kind of all at once. I'm going to leave... Actually, here, what we'll do... This will be junk blocks, because we're going to get a bunch of those very soon. And then we'll move all of our mod stuff up to here. We can just yoink that. And we can yoink this. We've made ourselves a lot more space now. And actually, that is really convenient because we can put all of our tools here, and with all of our materials in this chest, it'll be really easy to craft with both of the tools and also the tools in this chest, and then the common materials in that chest. All right, let's do that, and then you can go in the building materials chest. And eventually, we will have a better system for displaying what's where. How do I want to do that at some point? I'll think about that later. Let's go mining. We found that deposit a little bit north and a little bit east. So basically just right here. Oh, yeah. This one. That one. That's a little sketch. Here's your Greg. Yeah, no, I have a world that I have been playing in single player that I've been enjoying the heck out of. And I was like, you know what? I have friends who I know will enjoy this with me. I'm going to go drag them into this. And currently there is no one on, and has not been anyone on yet. They'll be on eventually. I know one of them is currently dealing with internet issues. And to be honest, I didn't ping at here or at modded on Discord, so it's kind of not their fault. If I don't ping people, they tend not to get back to me. But I did ping... No, thank you. Respectfully, nah. Gross. Trying to murder me here. Hello. I love this house build. Like, not great, but good for me. Hi. Hello. Do you want to come inside? Too bad. That man just wants to do whatever. No, you're good. You missed the house building process, but the house is built now. Right now I'm trying to find an iron deposit that is not going to kill me to get to. Because I can't make a bucket right now. Damn, well, this goes nowhere. Sheesh. We've got gold. That is vanadium magnetite, the more deep bluish purple, and that's just normal magnetite. Vanadium magnetite serves us no use right now. We don't have the proper machinery needed to process it. God, they did not give me a good way. I mean, I could do lots of stairs, but... I don't... Chat, I don't have a portal. But there was a thunderstorm a couple of days ago. And we have pigs near our base. And this guy has received battle damage. I don't think I've ever seen this happen naturally. That's wild. That's wild. Gaming Triad Craft. You didn't miss much. I built the house. That's pretty much it. I rambled and babbled on about the house. He has evolved. You next, right? So, you know, we have house. We have a little workshop down here. We have upstairs, which is currently mostly just bedroom and waystone. It'll be more at some point. I'm leaving this open because I want it to be open. I don't think a spider is going to successfully get in here, and if they do, I'm not going to die from a spider. And beyond, I mean, yeah, they could probably get in here. Whatever, they're not going to get me. And beyond that, not much else right now. I'm trying to find an iron deposit that does not big dead murder me. Actually, that one's probably better just because it's got those few pieces of copper and chalcopyrite. It's this way. Ooh, before I do that, I should make a whole bunch of ladders. Just like a ton. Sorry, I have a dog whose furs tend to manifest underneath my mouse pad. Or on my mouse pad, I should say. Ladder. More. Yeah, I'll take these odds and ends and turn them into sticks as well. And those can stay with me, just in case. Is it over here? Oh yeah, it's this one. Sweet. That's much easier. Don't give a toot about vanadium magnetite, so I'm going to try not to waste the durability on it, honestly. I will care about vanadium magnetite someday. Truth be told, I have not played this pack through far enough to know if that day is soon. Can the murder gravel stop it, please? Thank you. Got some gold at the next layer over. All right, it's not bad. Probably arc furnace, right? Because when you... When you grab it, you can smelt it, and then you'll need to centrifuge it into vanadium and magnetite. And then blast smelter gets you the liquid vanadium steel, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's all pretty, especially for this pack, that's all pretty doable. Cooper nickel coil is not bad. Yeah, you're not wrong. Certainly is a lot more approachable than I was expecting it to be. To be fair, I struggled with LV in GTNH, and when it came up to MV time, I was like, I've got tons of solar boilers that I'm not able to produce enough water for, and I'm not able to produce enough steam to run my turbines constantly. Or whatever they are, the little mini turbines, the one-block turbines. So, I still have that world. That was a server that we all played on. Sorry, I didn't mean to slur my words there. But it ate months of my time. I had a fun time, don't get me wrong, but it just took ages. Couldn't be me. Sorry. I need to stop. I don't need all this gold right now. I'm going to make a little like mining platform thing here, though. And then we can just ladder our way up. That'll work. All right, so now we'll make a few furnaces. Might need to go get some more stone. The Pluton of choice in this area is clearly granite or granitic, and it's kind of annoying because I don't like granite, and it can't be used in a lot of places where stone can be. I'd like to get 32 stone at the very least. 5 furnaces should be good, though. And then I will make tools out of that iron, and actually probably out of the wrought iron. Iron tools are kind of dumb to make, rather, because wrought iron is so much cheaper in this pack than most packs. And we'll just stack up our furnaces like this for now. And I should be making charcoal. Should have been making charcoal a while ago. Just start making it with some of the other things that I have sitting around. Put that away for the moment. I do feel like tiny charcoal would be a nice addition to this pack. You don't even need a mod for it. They've got Cube.js. You can do it all in Cube.js. But whatever. Sure, I mean, you don't have to ask permission to leave. You're free to leave anytime. I'm not going to be offended. I know my streams kind of get a little bit slow and boring. That's totally understandable. Cube.js is honestly just so good. I hate that the API changes every major Minecraft update, but it's otherwise just really just unrivaled. Very great. I'm going to remove the fuel because this is enough charcoal for now. And I really just want to start cooking up my iron. So this will give us, what, 2.5 stacks of iron? Let's open up the windows. I don't know if I should do something about this. I think it's fine. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm incredibly familiar with JavaScript, so I'm willing to take that risk, which is strange, but, you know. I also forgot, once we get this first batch of iron cooked up, we have more than enough copper to make the iron and copper tier furnaces, which will be much faster. I'm really avoiding making a pickaxe until I've got wrought iron, so I'm just going to use my diamond axe, or diamond hammer. Alright. That's not going to be enough for all of them, but it's a start. That should trigger the advancement. Yep. As should that. Delightful. Oh, I do have enough. I wasn't sure why, because I thought I had mathed it out right, but I'm particularly bad at math, so... Now we're cooking with copper. So yeah, a copper furnace is what, 100? So it's half the cook time of a normal furnace, so it's twice as fast. That's so nice. While this cooks up, I might go take a quick stretch break. I'll be back in just a few. So sorry about that. Oh, my, this isn't the right size. My fault. I have, in no part, or no thanks to the YouTube algorithm, I've been forced to change things up and update my canvas, my stream canvas, to be 4K, which is enormous, but it's necessary. All right, now let's turn a good bit of this into wrought iron. Actually, let's just turn it all, right? Maybe not. And while that cooks, I forgot my mom brought me over. Today we exchanged some foods and leftovers, and she brought over biscuits. And I was craving something for dessert, and she brought over biscuits, and I love biscuits with strawberry jam. So I'm going to enjoy that. It appears we may have a minor threat, so I'm going to sneak upstairs and go to sleep. I have to wonder what she might want. Sweet little child. All right. I still have I have another biscuit with honey on it, but I'm going to save it for now. Get some crafting and things done. We have a lot of quest rewards to claim, of course. They're mostly coins. This pack doesn't really give you anything majorly game-breaking, which is nice. I actually like it that way, personally. And I think I'm going to start putting some of my trophies up here. All right, so what do we do with this wrought iron, you may be wondering? Well, here's what, for starters. We're going to make a hammer. Hello? Oh, just telling me how to do things. Got it. With that hammer, excuse me, pardon the voice crack, we're going to make a file. With the file, we can now make rods. And we can make a handful of other things. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each and every one of these recipes, and you're going to see exactly why the recipe viewer is so helpful in just a minute, because it is actually wildly cool. I'm not going to make the mortar right now, because I don't have 5 cobblestone or smooth stone or either, matter of factly. But if I wanted to make myself a wrought iron plate, I'm going to save this recipe right here. And now anytime I click on it, assuming that it knows which tool to use, which it does not seem to. Let's see, we need 1, 2, 6, 9, 9. Apologies. I was hoping that would work a little better. And then we're going to need a saw for one of those things, but I can go ahead and file down 3 of these for now. Let's get that saw crafted up. I don't know why it's not recognizing this hammer. It's very strange. So the wrought iron saw can be used to cut wood into planks more efficiently. And then you can also use it to cut bars of any metal apart into 2 halves. And then you can combine them back together using the file to basically turn the 2 halves you broke off, just turn one of them this way and file them together. Sort of. It would really require welding, but I'm not here to nitpick about every little thing. We'll get ourselves a wrench. We will need a screwdriver, which means we are also going to need 2 more of these guys for the wire cutters. We're getting there. Everything has a purpose in this pack, I promise. So now I'm going to make a ooh, my fingers are not on the right spot on my keyboard at all. Wrought pickaxe. So we've been using vanilla pickaxes so far, but we can actually use wrought iron tools and weapons, as well as pretty much all the other variants and kinds, which are pretty fun. So let's go ahead and get this recipe shaped up and out. So we can do that. And now we have a pickaxe that has 384 durability. That's about the same as just normal iron. In fact, that's identical to just standard iron. But that is nice nonetheless. And this goes for all of our tools, by the way. This process can be rinsed and repeated across the board, which is nice. Anyways, we now have a wrought iron pickaxe. Not bad. I'm going to use the remaining time here making more charcoal from just kind of whatever is sitting around. Okay, not bad. And of course, now we're up to more money nickels and money quarters and coins of all the varieties at this point. So yeah, we can really easily access our tools. We can really easily access our metals. If I clicked on this recipe, you'll see it'll auto-propagate from both chests, which is really nice. Now, I don't think... No, okay. I don't think that's a true point. Baby is crying. This is actually really cool. I didn't know this was a thing. You can see sometimes the crafting is a tiny bit fickle. They didn't mention this in the quest book, but that is very useful for getting more leather, which I need right now. They said slow attack speed? Has a slow attack rate. No, it doesn't. It has a very fast attack rate. What are they talking about? Whatever. So yeah, we should get several chork pops off of this guy. 5. Beautiful. And I don't need donkeys or mules, so unfortunately I'm going to salvage them for leather. Welcome back. Just in time to watch Murder and Mischief. But to miss the GregTech tool crafting for crafting, rather, crafting of crafting tools. So hammers and pliers, or snips and such. And the discovery of the butcher knife, which is very nice. And the slow but savored consumption of biscuits with honey and jam. Not both at the same time. I had enough jam for one biscuit and enough honey for another. Without opening a new container. Oh, I know I'll craft more tools. It's inevitable. Tool crafting, part 1 of question mark? We didn't go to that portal. We should. I'm not going to kill cows if I can't breed them. Because I really need leather. That's something I've learned about this pack, is leather is not a constant, but it's frequent. Is this appetite? It is. You can kind of tell. That malachitic, or kind of somewhere between malachite and azurite levels of neon blue beauty. Ah, look at our house. Salt? Galena? Galena? Not the right color for Galena, but okay. Sure, whatever you say. Some cheese with jam. That sounds good. Yeah, no, that butcher's knife is really good to know about. Hmm. Interesting. Let's see. Did y'all forget that you gave me these? Hmm. Yeah, we should go get some stone. Ooh, barely saved. Upgrading from stone tools actually feels great. I really hate this fast ladder mod quite a bit. I'm still salty that it ruins the functionality of scaffolding. Big salty about that. My dog looks both betrayed and abused that she did not get to lick my plate. Give me the coins. It's funny, I got all my copper, but like, that's just on account of. It is probably disableable from the server config. I don't know. Let's go find out. Specifically, it's this setting, actually. Oh, is there? I also just prefer that I can specifically say, hey, just don't affect the scaffolding. Because it seems like they actually did this on purpose. I thought they were just not testing it, but they just have tastes that I don't agree with. But I'm glad they added a config for it. That's the right way to go. You're free to have the wrong opinion. Just let me turn it off. I wonder if that applies in real time. I've seen mixed results. No, that does not. We'll give the Monifactory server a quick reboot. No, that still isn't quite working as expected. That's okay, though. Not going to restart the server again to figure that out. I will test it locally on my single-player world and then get back around to that. No sense in causing a whole bunch of downtime during the stream. So, okay, we have, I don't need that in there anymore. We have things and we have stuff. So we could make a glider and we could probably do the infinite water source if we really wanted to. What do we want to do tonight? I'm kind of feeling resource gathering for the time being. Just go gather plenty of resources so that we don't have to do it later. I really want to go hit up a coal deposit, actually. I'm tired of doing charcoal. So maybe we do that. Let's see, is there coal around? There is. It's way north. I say way north. The chunks are small. Just like that, I've run through a chunk already. And that has diamond, which probably wouldn't hurt. Can you swim in oil? Well, you can be pushed by oil. I don't like that. Oh, you can. That's probably going to shorten my lifespan a lot. What do we have here? Is this just the rail line? It is. Okay. That's just rude. Hey, look, I can hit that. That's easy. No. Receive the die. I'm going to go make... that reminds me. I'm going to go make a bucket because this is truly some treacherous cavery going on here. And I don't... if I can avoid it, I'd rather not die just for the sake of it. But, I mean, you know. Worse things have happened to better people. So, whatever. Probably also wouldn't hurt to go ahead and make armor, but I can't remember if it requires plates. It doesn't. Okay, so we can just do vanilla armor recipe. All right, we're geared. Let's go get some water. Guess I'll go over here to the coast. William Wither's Overworld mod is, or data pack, still such a great little data pack. Love it. Love this terrain. What do we have here? Basalt sand. Okay. Basically more iron. Definitely used for more than that, but at this level of the game, it's just iron. Which we don't really need. Tin is a good find, actually. I need tin for additional backpacks. Not actually sure where those guys spawned. Yeah, no, cassiterite and tin ore both will give us tin, and we could use it. So, just gonna grab this while I'm here. Not necessarily why we came, just why I'm staying. Nope. Another golden magnetite vein. Not really surprised, to be honest. Really just want to clean up this area as much as I can as far as dark areas go. All right, much better. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I'm glad you decided to come down here with me, because I will take you out. That should be better. I just want to look up. Look at that star go. See ya. All right, now we can just keep going down till we find that coal and diamond vein. It'll be down here eventually. I just like to try to create a relatively safe tunnel whenever I can. Or a shaft, rather. So I will try to, like, space everything out and wall everything up. Just to the best of my ability. So we're on the very edge of a diamond ring, so we should find it somewhere in the deep slate levels. Gotta get there first. All right, let's start laddering back up just in case. Right, so that's some deep slate, finally. Hmm. Hmm. Figured we probably would have found it by now. Clearly not, but... Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Tons of graphite. But, if I remember correctly, the center of this ring has a little more coal. Anyways, not bad. All things considered. Let me see. So the center of the ore vein is really just kind of here-ish. Still not really seeing it around all that often, though. Bit of a shame. Would it be above or below? Well, there's more diamond above, of course, that figures. Below, perhaps? More diamond below. Oh, there's some coal. Okay. I actually have not seen a tough variant of that before. That's kind of cool. I'm not even sure where... Like, I've noticed several times now that creeper spawns are really close by. Makes me wonder... No. There was a mod at one point that made creepers a little more... devilish, I guess. I wasn't sure if it was in this pack. What just shot me? Is that an arrow from before? Might have been. Let's see. Clean up the good old inventory just a teeny bit. Actually, I will take a 95% chance of haste too. It sounds great. That was much to my benefit. Oh, you should be able to hear game. No, you're totally right. Cannot hear game. There you go. Don't know why that was the case. I know I had that set up and running earlier. If that's too loud, let me know. I've got all my audio inputs individually now, rather than doing global single channel capture. A carrot. Wow. Let's see. Too low still? Okay. I mean, let's try 0. Is that okay? That's enough coal for now. Let's come in. Get out of here. Actually, you're getting annoying. Oh, wait. I think I know why. Hang on. Let me get to a safer place. I think I know why. One sec. See, Java audio is on track 2. But streaming is on track 1. So that would make sense why you're not hearing it. So now it should be on both track 1 and 2. And you should hopefully be able to hear. That was my bad. I had everything set up for recording, but I forgot to change it over for streaming. Okay, cool. There we go. Now we can run down to our waypoint, and I'm going to get this going, but actually we're getting close to 3 hours on stream, and it's getting pretty late, so I may call it a wrap once I get the stuff good and smelting. So I'm pretty tired. And I don't want to play the entire pack without my friends. I will if they don't show up, though. Kick their butts. Collective. Alright, let's see. We've got so much raw graphite that I actually don't have a use for at the moment. Eventually, but... Empty tag. Cassiterite and tin for more backpacks will be nice eventually. Happens way too often. And now, we can start smelting. And that's going to get us lots of coal. Goodness. So yeah, I think I'm going to call the stream there because I think we're doing really well on resources. I'm going to process all of these between streams probably, and hopefully I'll be back soon. I don't really have a fixed schedule right now, and I don't want to spend... force my wife to sit in the living room and entertain the dog for hours on end and make her feel like she can't go do her own things, because that just kind of happens sometimes when you sit in a room and, you know, appear to have the illusion of entertaining masses of people. Y'all are all very valuable to me, but it's not like I can validate that kind of, like, making her feel like I'm doing something busy, because this is just for fun. I just want to share the fun stuff with you guys, you know? It's only great to have around in the commentary and chats. They're just always so good. So it just feels nice to have someone to join me on these adventures. But yeah, this is not bad for a day one. We've got loads of resources right now. We have a house. All we're missing is a horse. And an EBF. Anyways, you guys, take care of yourselves. I love you all so very much. I appreciate your collective joining of the stream as I return for the first time in a very long time with some content. I'll see you guys soon, and take care of yourselves. Bye.